Good morning, everybody. I am back with your 5-minute therapy today. So, I wanted to talk about something I feel is very important for many of you and many people around the world. We spend more and more time in front of computers. I hear a lot of my clients talking about how many hours they had to spend in their office or even at home in front of the computer and how it affects their body. The neck hurts, the back hurts, everything feels stiff in the morning, everything's just achy, the eyes are really uncomfortable from staring on screens. So, I wanted to come in and tell you about 3 tips on how to make your office work for you and your body. And of course, disclaimer, the first thing we have to take care of our fascial system. So if you're treating yourself with myofascial release, if you're coming for treatments, if you have a therapist that you go to, you are really in the 1%. Let's put it that way. You're making strides. But once we release the fascia and we feel better, the pain disappears or diminishes, it's also important to create good habits because let's put it that way, you got to where you were with your pain, achiness, discomfort because of what you've been doing in the past. So let's change those habits. So these are the 3 tips. If you're one of those people, and probably you are, who's spending many hours in front of your computer, in front of your phone, at work, in the office, this is for you. So tip number 1, and it's the fundamental one, our posture. And we often told since we're kids, don't scrunch, don't lean forward, keep your shoulders together, keep your chest open. But haven't you found how difficult that can be? And yes, because if we don't have the right foundation, and I'm going to move my camera here and show you, see, if I'm kind of sitting like this with my pelvis rolled under me, it's really hard for me to stretch up. I'm struggling. If I roll my pelvis forward and sit on my sits bones, it automatically makes me feel straighter. I don't even have to think about what's happening with my shoulders. They automatically go back because now it's actually hard to go forward. My pelvis is aligned. So, number 1 tip is how you sit. And of course, it's good to have an ergonomic chair. It's good to have, one of those expensive chairs, beautiful. But you can start with just a wooden chair. Simple. This is what I like to use to sit. Obviously you can put a pillow on it if that bothers you, that surface. But it's the simplest chair. And why I like it is because it helps me feel my sits bones. So what I want you to do is stand up and just put your hands back and feel the bones in that place where your butt, so to say, meets your back of your legs. These are the sits bones. You feel those bony areas. So they are called sits bones for a reason. So what I want you to do next time when you sit up, put your hands on your sits bones, roll them up behind you like you're tucking your butt out. And now sit down, okay? All right, let me adjust my camera. So I still have my hands here under my sits bones. I want to feel them. And this is why I like my wooden chair to start with, because it allows me to feel my sits bones. It may be hard if you've had a lot of pelvic pain. Come for treatment first, self-treat first to resolve that. But once you are, mobile enough, this is the next best step. So you're putting your hands there and feeling those bony protrusions touching the surface. Now my pelvis is aligned. It's actually straight. So I built a straight foundation instead of a rolled foundation. And from that foundation, I can go up. My spine naturally aligns. So I'm sitting straight, okay? So, of course, we have to check with ourselves maybe in several minutes. Am I already slouching? Because that's my position I've been in for the last 30 years. So just roll up. So it's like I'm rolling back here. I don't want to be here because I can't straighten up, and my back, my neck, everything's going to hurt tomorrow, right? Or even tonight. So I'm rolling my pelvis up, sitting straight on my chair, feeling those sits bones touching the surface, and my spine automatically goes up, aligned, easy. Okay? So this is my challenge for you today. Try it out and try to spend at least 10 minutes sitting like that. It may feel odd, but you'll get it. All right. Tip number 2, and that's probably, you've heard that a lot, is you want to keep your eyes, if you're looking at the computer, if you're looking at the screen, you want to keep that screen on your eye level. And oftentimes we don't, because, for example, you know that a lot of people started to work at home, and they may be holding their laptops, sitting on the couch, and sort of maybe looking down. Maybe it's too high. My eyes are straining. So once I have that good posture and I'm looking straight forward, I want to have my computer on the eye level. And you may think, oh, it's hard. Be creative. You can put boxes under your computer if you have a laptop or even a desktop. You can lower or make a chair higher. A lot of chairs allow for that. You can get a smaller chair or a bigger chair. Be creative. Actually, put in the comments, once you watch that, put in the comments what you've done to put your computer on your screen on your eye level. Otherwise, your eyes are going to be straining and you're going to get headaches. You're going to get pain in your neck, in your back. Okay? And up to tip number 3, which is my favorite one because it's the most fun. Okay? Tip number 3 is take breaks. You know, they tell you a lot. Well, take breaks, go for a walk, breathe some fresh air. You may be doing that maybe every 2 hours. Good, fantastic. Keep on doing that. But what I want you to do is actually start taking micro breaks. Let's put it that way. You can take 15 seconds to break the pattern of staring, focusing so hard on your work that you're not getting anything done because you're all tensed up and angry. Okay? Haven't it happened to you? Nothing's been done and you're trying so hard. Well, this is why I want you to be taking breaks every 10 minutes today. Okay? So I want you to get your phone, set it up so that it rings every 10 minutes. Do it a little bit slight ring so it doesn't bother you too much. And every 10 minutes, get your discipline there, okay? I want you to stand up, and this is gonna take 15 seconds. No matter what you do, just drop it, you'll come back, and I guarantee when you come back, you're gonna have more energy and focus, okay? So I want you to learn how to jiggle. Let me take my chair out so you'll see more of my body, okay? So how do we jiggle? I'm just starting with my feet. I'm bouncing up and down, my ankles going up and down, and maybe that movement's getting bigger. And I'm bouncing. My shoulders are now bouncing. I'm getting that movement bigger. So I'm just going to count to 15, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my God. It's hard to count a lot when you are bouncing like that. But I'm going to ask you is to just count in your head. Don't worry if your coworkers think that you're weird, because you can invite them over and say, hey, let's take breaks every 10 minutes and let's do some rebounding. Let's do some bouncing. We call it jiggling, okay? So let's jiggle. So this is my challenge for you today. Get your sits bones on your chair. Get your foundation right so you can be straight. Number 2, put your computer on the eye level and be creative. And tell me what you created to get that set up properly done. And number 3, every 10 minutes today, you're going to be taking 15-second breaks to jiggle. And don't worry what other people think about you, because you'll see you're going to be more productive. You're going to get things done faster. You're going to have more focus. Our body is not designed to be doing one thing, staring at something for too long. It's exhausting. Our brain goes somewhere else. That's why you daydream. Stand up, jiggle, come back to your work, get focused, get things done in 10 minutes, go back to jiggling, okay? This is my challenge today. I hope you enjoyed those tips. Give me some feedback. What is it you want to learn next? I'll see you soon, and pleasure talking with you again. Bye-bye.